everyone, today is March 25th, 2020. I'm Kimberly Jolly from Fat Quarter Shop FlossTube, and I'm super excited to join you today. I know most of you are dealing with the coronavirus in some way, and it's impacting everyone around the world. However, today I want to allow everyone to escape from it for at least an hour or so. So let's just focus on the things we enjoy, like stitching, chatting, and of course our stitching community. So I'm going to just start with Prim Village. Prim Village is Lori Holt's brand new pattern. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people stitching it, and it comes with this cute little charm. So this is what we're working on, and I'm going to show you my progress. I got this cute little bag. Lori had this made, and she had it made by Christie's, and her name on FlossTube is Crosshatch Quilts, and her daughter Cassidy made me this little macrame. So I have a bunch of charms on here. Yeah, it's like all decked out, super cute. So she had this made for me for my birthday. So I'm gonna kind of show you where I'm at. We'll do the top camera, and then I'm gonna kind of explain how and why I did what I did. So when I get it out of my bag, this is how I keep it. I keep it rolled up in my bag like this. And so all of Emma's and my boys' things are canceled, so I have a lot of time on my hands. So this was last week's house, and this is this week's house. So all I need to do to finish this week is to fill in the side of the house. But what I decided to do, since I have more time, is for each of the colors, as I stitch the house, I'm going to also stitch these pieces. And so like you can see this, I went ahead and stitched here. This one I stitched here. I did the yellows and the pinks. And then, like for example, this house is the same as this house. So if I had extra AuriFloss from the spools, I went ahead and just outlined the house. So if I'm somewhere where I need to I have time, I can just fill in. And so you can kind of see that this little pink is the same as these two. So I'm just starting it and just filling it in and just trying to get ahead a little bit. So that's kind of where I'm at. I've really had a good time stitching it. I think I'm at, let's see how many hours I'm at. I didn't put it in there. I can't remember. So yeah, and then the other thing that I could do is I could start doing all of the windows. I have some of the windows done, but not all of them. So that's kind of what I've been doing with mine. I really love the overcast, the 25 count. I think the colors look really nice with it. And just so you know, this box we're going to also use for another sew along and another series that Lori Holt's doing. So if you have it, leave it intact, and we'll be talking more about that later. We're gonna show some other people's progress. So Cheryl is working from home, and I'm gonna show you her progress. So that is where Cheryl is. So she's way ahead, and she is stitching on the Prim. And then also the oatmeal is back in stock. So if you were wanting to stitch on oatmeal, which is what this sample is done in, the oatmeal has one side that's modeled and one side that's not. And so the side that is modeled, that's the one that Lori stitched on, and that is back in stock. And then we can also show all of our other stitchers. So this is Jamie X Stitch, and her mom have a cute little FlossTube channel, and so she is right on track. And then Jordan, Jordan's the daughter, sorry. So she's right on track. That was her mom, the other one. And then we've got Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. And I like how she's doing hers. Like, she's staying right on track. She's not going extra. Super cute. And then, go back.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. So that is going to be,
there we go.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of where we're at. And so that's kind of the week. Start or finish? Start. So the dates on there are the days that you start. So super cute. So let me know if you guys have any questions on Prim Village. I hope my tips on kind of, one of the things I've been doing with the AuriFloss is, I'll kind of show you this, is when I'm working on a color, if I'm done, I kind of just roll it up into like a little circle and put it in here. But what I'm trying to do is just finish off like all of it before I go on. So if there's another place I can put this, I do it instead of rolling it back on, just because it saves me time. And I actually like the new way that AuriFloss has these in here, because I feel like it lasts longer than the previous way they did it. So let me know if you guys have any questions on that.
Yeah, I'll wait for questions to roll in. We did get a super chat for $1.99 from Deborah Methox. Thank you, Deborah. You're super picky. And she said, yay, so happy for my weekly FlossTube fix.
Yay!
And she put that little emoji that has like the hearts floating around it.
Aww.
Very cute. And yeah, we have people tuning in from Cincinnati, from Michigan, Australia, Indiana, Texas. And then Lori Holt said about your Prim, she said, it's looking so great, Kimberly.
Oh, thanks.
And Tanya Spielman, I was about to say Spellman. Tanya Spielman says, stitching is gorgeous. Love Kimberly's nail color.
Oh, thanks.
All right. I'm not seeing any questions yet.
Yay! Okay, so Stitch Quarterly is our brand new subscription that we have for cross stitch, and this the first one was in March, and that is now completely sold out. But what I wanted to do is I'm going to reveal kind of what's in it, talk a little bit about it, some of the feedback we got, all the different things, so that if you're in it, there's a little bit of clarification, and if you want to join it, there's still time for June. So it comes in this little bag. And when you open it, it's super cute. Everything's in here. It comes with a cute little ribbon. And I'm going to kind of just unveil it for you. So again, this is Stitch Quarterly, and it comes with a pattern. The pattern is a full color pattern, and if you want to make this pattern, it will go live on April 20th. We are basically making it exclusive to the Stitch Quarterly for 45 days before. And then there's a little sheet that tells you what's in your bag. What's in your bag? It came with whitewashed board fabric. One of the feedbacks we got is we left 2 inches around, and we got a lot of feedback that they would prefer 3 inches. So going forward, everything will have at least 3 inches all the way around. And it comes with floss to make it. Our brand new cross stitch key was just super cute. It's a way to, you can measure in, you can see what your stitch cloth size, it gives you needle sizes and a ruler, so great to put in your bag. Shows you how to use it. And then we put in a bow and needle inside this cute little tin. And it sticks, it's got like a little magnet, so it stays in there. So if you want to keep your needle, you can keep it in here. And the coupon. So instead of putting the coupon inside the bag, we're going to email the coupon after the box goes out, like maybe 10 days after. So your coupon will be emailed. So I hope that clarifies anything in the club. And if y'all have any kind of questions, I definitely will answer them.
All right. Maria Schmidt says, can I still get the Stitch Quarterly for March?
No, you can sign up. That's completely sold out. You can get June. And then I'm going to show you this. Priscilla Blaine from Stitching with the Housewives. She finished this for me. Super cute. I love it. I'm going to read you the item number. I don't remember if this is Hobby Lobby or Joann's. It says Art Minds. And the SKU number is 91518-84351-4. Or you can try 581471. And it's got a cute little hanger, so I could hang it if I wanted to. And then we also did a tutorial that came out last week on how to turn it into a pillow. So we're going to be, with the Stitch Quarterly, doing videos on, Priscilla's gonna always finish one because she's awesome and does that for us, and then I'm gonna do something sewing related, like a pillow or a table topper or something, since I'm not, I'm a sewer. So this is a cute little pillow that we did. So if you want to, and of course, like for the people who missed March, you can still get the pattern. You just have to wait till April 20th. Super cute. And thank you for all the nice reviews on my pillow, because I'm always super nervous to do something like that. And it was a super long video, but I love that people used it. And then it was really cool to see how people used it on different patterns. That was really cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Shay Hudson was asking, did they already get the coupon?
Yes, the coupon already went out.
And Peach gave us a super chat for $2.
Aww,
she says,
Peach.
So happy to see you guys. Thank you, Peach.
I know. I need to email you. I haven't.
Oh,
I've been a little busy.
I can imagine. Okay, and then Janelle Wallinger says, will you have the monthly truck patterns from the Housewives for sale as individual patterns or only for the club?
Yes. So moving to the next section, Priscilla and Chelsea are now doing their own patterns. And so they started off with 3 little patterns that we sell as PDFs that have the little Rae Dunn cups. Mm-hmm. And then they did Penelope and Peep, but this is going to be their new series. It's called Trucking Along. It's going to start with June. So this is the cover. So it's actually 2 pieces. Like this is one piece and this is another piece. But I'm going to actually stitch mine all in one piece since they're the same width. And I'm going to just put this right here so it looks better. And you can see these are the colors for the first month. It's going to ship out monthly. The first shipment will start in April. It includes 14 count Wichell fabric, and it's going to be a really big piece. It comes in a big, huge fat quarter piece. Your pattern and your floss. And the first month has 9 threads. The second month has 7, and the third month has 8. So this one has much more thread than their previous club did. So people have asked about the pricing, and that is the difference, is that there's a lot more thread. So I'm super excited about that. It's basically going to be a club, but you can also buy the pattern as a paper pattern. And then 30 days after the club and the pattern ship, they're going to allow us to also sell a PDF 30 days after, and they're going to sell the PDF on their site also. So if you're international, you can get that PDF about 30 days after.
And then we have a few questions here. Lore says, what do we do if we deleted the coupon email without realizing?
Email elva@fatquartershop.com and just know that customer service, we're spacing out hours and times, and there is going to probably be a slight delay on getting an answer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and TJ Tech says, do you get a bag each quarter, or was the bag only included with the March quarterly?
There will be a bag every quarter. And they'll probably be about the same size, so they all kind of go together. Now, at some point, we'll probably change it up. But the first 4, because we have planned the first year already, the first 4 will definitely have that.
And Debbie Berry was asking, when will the thread pack for Penelope and Peep be available?
Thursday or Friday. And we're going to kind of talk about that. We're waiting on Morning Glory to arrive from Classic Colorworks, and so it should be here today or tomorrow. So as soon as we can get it done, we're going to get it done.
All right. I am seeing a few people saying they haven't seen the coupon yet. Make sure to check your spam folders. I know I get a lot of stuff that goes in there that should not.
Awesome. So we are going to talk about Parade of Homes. That is our kind of thing that we did for 2020 to celebrate the new year. And so the first one I have is, I'll put it all right here, Lily.
Okay.
So the first one is, this is a series by Country Cottage Needleworks, and there are 12 homes. I've actually finished all of them now, and this is March. I used DMC, and I stitched this one on 14 count. And so this is my first Parade of Homes. My second parade of homes is I'm doing the Little House Monochromatic series. And in that series, it comes with floss. Oh, sorry, that's the pattern. It comes with floss in it. And this one came with green. You can see this green right here, which doesn't match my house. So I went ahead and changed it to Cool Mint, Belle Soie. And I did do the variegation the way you're supposed to do it. And you can really see that variegation. It's really pretty. And I have winter already done, and I'm going to take those to the framer and do all 4 at the same time. So that is that one. Okay, so this next one is Cheryl's. It's Santa's Village. It's a series by Cottage Needleworks. We're going to pop hers up since she's working from home.
Oh, right. Give me one sec here. There it is.
And so this is Cheryl's progress. It's so pretty. And of course, Cheryl, she's already going on to the next one. She's always ahead. And then Shelby is working on Frosty Forest, which is a series by Cottage Needleworks, and she's also working from home. So we're going to pop hers up. It's so cute. And I love that she's stitching on linen because I could never do that. And then Cody's Glitter Village, we're going to show. We'll show it next time since she's also working from home. So that is Glitter Village. The next one is Denise's. It is Gingerbread Village by Cottage Needleworks. And look, she's got it done. It's so cute. And then we've got Deborah's, which is Welcome to the Forest. And so pretty, right? And so she is stitching on Smoky Blue 32 count even weave by Fabric Flair, and she's using DMC and Classic Colorworks. And Fabric Flair is the one that it gives you that dyed effect look, but on the other side you can see that it's just plain white. The next one is Snow Place Like Home, and this is Angel's, and she is also working from home, so hers is right there. Super cute. So obviously it's not going to be as exciting since a lot of people are working from home, but hopefully soon we can have all of those in place. So let me know if you guys have any questions on any of the Parade of Homes or anything.
Betsy Brown said, I just joined Stitch Quarterly. Will I be billed on PayPal for each quarter as it begins?
So if you sign up for PayPal, you will get a invoice for it through PayPal, and then when you pay, it ships. So yes, you would. But if you signed up with a credit card, that's how you would get billed. So however you paid your original order is how you would get billed.
All right. And we are posting in the chat what the email title was where your coupon is.
Perfect. So Penelope and Peep is a brand new pattern by Priscilla and Chelsea. So Priscilla is drawing the art, and then Chelsea, her daughter, is digitizing and making the pattern. And so what I wanted to show you is, this is mine. I've spent 13 hours on it. I'm almost done. All I have left is the border and some back stitching. So I'm hoping to have it finished by next week. And I went ahead and used Aqua Dyed Effect by Fabric Flair. So again, white on one side and then the dyed effect. Now what Priscilla used, you can see, is darker, and she coffee tea dyed and Rit dyed to get that color. So we decided to try to find something similar. And this is denim dyed effect, which is more similar to what Priscilla used. And I just wanted to show you, this is how Morning Glory will look on that. So if you're looking to do something more like Priscilla's, you can see the difference. Kind of just showing you, different options. And this is available both as a paper and a PDF pattern. And I don't know, that she's so cute. I had a lot of fun doing it. Reminds me of like the chocolate bunny, so I just want to like bite her head off. She's because that's what it looks like. It looks like you can eat her. Yep. So it's super, super. Let me put this kind of like, sorry.
I think we're hungry this morning.
Oh, I am very hungry. So that's kind of that. And then it says a sip of the season. So I think she's going to do more. Of course, I don't know what she's going to do next, but I love the little bunny. It's called Penelope and Peep.
Oh.
And that took me 13 hours. Super cute. So let me know if you'll have any questions, and then I'm going to show you like more stitching that I've done.
We have one question here from Anna D. Davis. She says, the Truckin' Along pattern on FQS doesn't give the pattern count. Is there a reason why? I would like to know.
Maybe she means stitch count. We can add stitch count. We usually don't add that until the pattern comes in, but we can check with Priscilla and Chelsea and get the stitch count and then add that later today.
All right. And then just more advice for the people looking for the coupon. Coupon is in the email with the survey right underneath the black box that states, take the survey. Thank you to Susan Glynn for that information.
So I have been stitching a lot of stuff. So these are my stitched finishes. So this is my very last finish for the Cottage of the month. So this is September. So I used 14 count lamb's wool by Witchell, and I used DMC. So I'm super excited. That took me 12.5 hours. So super excited to have that done. And of course you're going to see a lot more stitching this week because I was off last week. So I have this finished, so I've got to take that to the framer. And then this brand new magazine came out, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. We will have more issues soon. And then there's going to be the last batch. It's going to be more expensive since the cost went up on the reprint that she did. So it's going to be more expensive, but Priscilla and Chelsea, this is their design. It's called Spring Tulips. And I've never stitched a chicken before, but I did. Ooh. So it's all done. It took me 11 hours. It's super cute. So I'm going to send it to her to finish, and I don't know how she's going to finish because I don't really know. But yeah, they kind of cracked up. They were like, we made you stitch chickens. So super cute. So that is that. And then my next finish is also Priscilla and Chelsea's. Oh my goodness, I'm stitching all of their things. This was their hip hop chockful, so I'm in the club. And it's so cute. So Priscilla finished it for me. It's cute, right? And then it sits up. It'll sit up.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. So it's a frame. And then she just put the, she put this on sticky board, which we do have sticky board back in stock. Sticky board is in high demand, and so it's harder to get. And so we have a ton on order, and as we get it, we load it. It's just harder to get lately. But super cute. So big thank you to Priscilla for finishing all my things. And then also, we have, I'm going to show you the flash sale items for today. This is 20 count Ada Zweigart Petite Point on Gray, and that is what I used on Snow Village, except I did 18 count. So this is 20 count, so it's smaller. And then we have lamb's wool linen on sale today too. So those are our two flash sale items that are cross stitch related. And then let me know if you'll have any questions, and then I'm going to show like kind of pictures and stuff.
Ooh, excellent. Priscilla and Chelsea say, love your Penelope and Peep, Kimberly.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. And then we got a super chat for $49.99 from Cindy Jensen. She says, so happy to be with all of you. Love from Idaho.
Oh,
thank you, Cindy. That's so generous of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Idaho, Lori Vallow. Oh my goodness. Are you following that? Sorry, if you're a true crime person, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I was like, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then Connie Kaner was asking how your vacation was, and she says she hopes you were able to enjoy it.
Oh, so we basically went to Dallas to visit my brother for a couple of days, and we just took it pretty easy. We played Yahtzee. We had Yahtzee, what do you call those, like tournaments, and I have some pretty competitive kids, so it kind of got ugly a little bit. And then Kevin was like, I am not playing Yahtzee. Like, he was like not playing. He was not having anything to do with Yahtzee because they're vicious. And they kept getting Yahtzees, and I was getting mad. I never won. And I was like, how are y'all, like, I thought they were like, they would like roll and have a Yahtzee, not even like roll again and roll again. So we played a lot of Yahtzee, which is, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
And they have like part of their daily, they have a daily schedule now. Part of their daily schedule is playing board games. So during that hour, I hide because I'm like, they're just mean to each other.
Yeah, board games can be competitive. Shirley Quinn says, Kimberly, I'm curious, does Emma sew or cross stitch?
No, and I've talked to her over and over about, do you want to learn? And she's just like, no, like she's not having it. Like when she's almost 13, she does dance, and with everything going on, she's doing these like classes and like privates, and she's still doing her dance, and So she's trying to do her dance where there's room, and so we have one room where we would just need to remove the rug, but she refuses to move the rug. So we have this outdoor balcony that we don't use, and it's really big, but we don't use it, and so she's been using it. And so yesterday she was up there filming herself doing flips on the balcony and then just falling, and I'm like, you're gonna hurt yourself. But the videos were pretty funny. And yeah, they were pretty funny because she was just like goofing around and filming herself. And yeah, she's just into dance and school, and like she likes science and history and math. And I've asked her over and over, and she's not interested.
Oh. Let's see. Connie Kanu says, I had asked in Stitch Squad, how do you use Halo Go in a recliner, or do you?
You can use it by putting a lap desk. So I just have a lap desk from Michael's, and I just put it on there, and even if you're in a recliner, it's going to keep it stable. So I use it in a recliner. I don't recline back, but I mostly stitch on my bed or my couch. So we have some shout outs and just some different images to put in, just to show you all of the different things. And so this is Maine Moose Stitcher, and I love what she's doing. She's on her 3rd week, but man, she is really going to town, and she's stitching on 14 count black. It looks really good. And then the red thimble, super cute. It looks like she's using the called for colors. And then Karen Maloli, super cute. So she's kind of doing what I'm doing, where she's trying to get ahead each month. And I feel like I'm so ahead, but some of you guys are really ahead. And then the Taminator, 15. Ooh. Super cute. And I love how she bobbinated and put all those on a ring.
Yeah, bobbinate.
And then Margaret Beam. So she's starting at the bottom or the center. One of the two. Super cute. Yeah. And then Pam Arnston. So she's got 1 and 2 done. Super cute. And then Emily Minton. Super cute. And then what she's doing is she's putting quilt blocks in instead of windows.
Oh.
You see it?
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then Maxime Menzel-Soshotsky. Super cute. So that's the small version, which is like over here. This little small version. And then Frankie Easter. Oh my gosh, that looks so cute. So she's just doing the bottom right of the houses first, and she's changed her colors. Super cute. She says she's not sure about the green, but I think it looks great. And then I saw this one yesterday, and I love it. It's Debbie Sears High Stand, and she finished it, and I love how she finished it, and Lori loves it too because I showed it to her in text. And then Heart Song Stitchery, she is our winner for week 2. And then week 3 winner is Lori Winkleman. So super cute. So those are our winners. And hers, like she's making it like there's little curtains in the window. Oh. You see the little curtains? Yeah. And then we've got a Parade of Home shout outs. We've got April. The April Cottage of the Month by the Stay at Home Quilter. Super cute. And then Aggie Rachel is, this is Waxing Moon Designs, and in her pattern she has it's the Spring House Trio, so there's 3 patterns in there, and she just put them all horizontally. And then Kim Crazy, and that is Snow Village. Super cute.
And that's it for those.
And then we've got some more shout outs.
Yes.
Java Girl Stitches. Okay, that is her dog Mitzi. It's so cute. So this is Bloomtopia. And that's her dog is super cute. And then Stitching in the Barn. They're all caught up. And then Stitching Mommy. Jan Hicks Creates. Dot Dot Goose. She texted. And then the Bobbin Jar. I love the little bobbins. And then a bit of scrap stuff, super cute. And then Munchkin Kitty Paws. She's outlining hers.
I love her name.
And then Salt Lake Stitcher. I like those scissors. I have those scissors. And then the Academic Stitcher. I love her color choices.
Mm-hmm.
And Shell Trails, and that needle minder right there is from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery.
Oh, so cute.
And then Kimberly Honeybee, super cute. Sherilyn Townsley Dunn, super cute. And then Angela Valerio Stoutenger.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to show you, this is Bloomtopia finished. This is our charity piece, and we are raising money for Make-A-Wish. We are at like $42,000 or $43,000, which is super exciting, which means Kevin and I are going to give $10,000. Mark Dunn at Moda Fabrics is going to give $10,000, so that's going to be at least $62,000 for Make-A-Wish, which grants at least 6 or 7 wishes. This comes out twice a month, completely free, just asking for donations to Make-A-Wish, and a big thank you to everyone who is stitching and everyone who has donated. And then we've got a couple more shout outs.
Mm-hmm.
This is Priscilla's home piece. So she took Quilter's Cottage, and that is a design by Lori Holt, and she just she used the AuriFloss box that was suggested to go with it, except she just took the alphabet out and she changed the thread placement within the entire piece, so it makes it look totally different. And then Joan of Arc, super cute. That is Hip Hop by Priscilla. And then Jennifer Jungles. I love this one. So she took the home piece that you just saw that was stitched quarterly, and instead of doing 2 letters and then 2 letters, she made it all horizontal and put it into a cute little pillow. And then this is Fiona's Craft Cottage. This is Snowy. And so she did both pieces, the big and the small. Super cute.
Does she have string lights around it?
Yeah, I think those are like those glitter lights or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Yeah, string lights. I don't know.
That's so
Emma
cute.
had those in her room. I don't.
Yeah.
And then Connie Dunn. This is the little hip hop, the smaller piece from it. And then Stitchy Widgets. She's all caught up on Snow Village. Stacy Williams. So that is Be Joyful. I think we might be sold out of the kits, but that was one of our first cross stitch kits that we did on 10 count Lori fabric. And then she finished it and she put some of Lori's rickrack in there. And then this is Crunch by Brandy Talmadge. That is a new pattern by Priscilla and Chelsea. And then she just put it on white fabric. And this is Peach Luttrell's. She is going to, she's going to stitch all of that, the little piece in the center, she's going to stitch with the cloth on the left. And then she bought all her floss.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then Amista Baker, super cute. She's doing So She Did, and that's the little beekeeper by Lori Holt. And then Valerie Thomas Lewis. This is also stitched quarterly, and I love her finish. And then we've got some more photos. These are my photos from my house. So last Friday, I went to sleep, and I sleep with headphones, so I never hear anything. And I woke up, I walked into my office, I was half asleep, and then I see that that used to be on the wall is now off the wall. And I'm going, what happened? And then the next picture, I look to the right and I see a trash can with all the glass and all the jars and all my buttons in the trash. And the next photo is everything on the left. Most of that was on the wall. All those jars, all my buttons, and Kevin and Will heard it at midnight. They thought, last year we had a big light fixture fall, and Kevin thought it was a light fixture. He couldn't figure out what it was. He was walking all around the house. So him and Will cleaned it all up. They cleaned up everything, vacuumed it, everything, and we just have to put it back on the wall. So that was my exciting adventure from last week. And then that was all the AuriFloss that I had on the wall. That was all in that, everything was in that cabinet, and they put it all, they organized all of it. Emma actually went through that bag of trash because all the pieces of glass were really big, and they just needed to get it off the floor. So she dug through there, and the ones that didn't have glass within them, some of the buttons had glass in the center and she couldn't get it out. But she spent about 2 hours saving all the buttons she could, which is really ridiculous, but I wanted to. And then this is Christopher's, that was his first and only baseball game now. And I stitched, that was my start of Spring Tulips with Priscilla and Chelsea. That's the magazine, and that was me. That's him batting, I think, too. And then this is my dog, Piggy. I know, just a little baby on his little pillow.
We saw a pug outside yesterday, and Cruz was like, "Look, it's a piggy."
Oh, was he fat though?
A little bit. It was a little black furred fat pug. It was very cute.
And then this. Oh, I think that was just me doing. Oh, this is just me just stitching, just showing photos of where I was at the beginning of the week. And then that was me in the car when we went to my brother's, and that was me stitching Penelope and Peep. I was trying to take pictures of just kind of stitching. Okay, and that's exactly how you stitch with the Halo Go Light. That is the lap desk I use, and that's how it sits on it. And then there you go. There are also, we have some stores, some brick and mortar stores asked some different designers to put together some free patterns for cross stitch to inspire people to stitch during this time. And if you look up the hashtag Be Well and Stitch, you will find some free patterns. We're going to pop these up. They are on our free pattern page and our free cross stitch pattern page, and you can find them on all of the designers. And there's more than just this. This is just the ones that we have so far. So this is Happy Easter, and that design is by Sherry Hill Stitchery. And these are all free patterns you can find. And then choose Happy, Be Well, that's hands-on design, and then she shows her floss. Home is our safe haven, and that's Little Stitch Girl. And then Be Well, Needle Bling Designs. Chicken Love, Priscilla and Chelsea. Easter Delivery is Shannon Christine Designs. That's super cute. I've seen a couple people stitch that already. And then Home Stitch Home is by Tiny Modernist. I love that one. And so those are some things that are free that you can, and we have it all linked below, and there's more than just that. We just showed like a little snippet for you guys. So let me know if you guys have any questions before we move on to the next step.
Yeah, feel free to put in any questions you guys have. And then it was put in the chat, but I just want to say it out loud about the coupon for the Stitch Quarterly. If it is in an email titled, what did you think of your Stitch Quarterly? So it's like the survey email.
And it's at the bottom.
And if you deleted the email on accident, usually email doesn't clear out deleted stuff for 30 days, so you can always check your deleted folder.
So you know what? Since we're getting so many questions, we're just going to send the coupon out again today or tomorrow. It might take till tomorrow to do it. Okay. We'll just resend it with just the coupon, and Denise will talk to Kat about that. I mean, obviously we're on a limited staff. It might be today, it might be tomorrow. And we'll just do that. We'll just send it out without the survey. We'll just send it out as the coupon.
All right.
Because there's so many questions.
Yeah, I guess there's just a little bit of confusion. But yeah, so look for that, you guys. And then a few people were asking what tips, tricks do you have, every strategy you have, as Linda Gillespie put it, for stitching when you have bad vision.
I use the Halo Go. I actually need new glasses. I actually have to get glasses every 9 months because my vision just is going downhill like crazy. And I need them now. I can't get a doctor's appointment, which is totally reasonable. But I use the Halo Go, and I use it on everything. That Halo Go magnifier, I don't have it here, but I have one at work and one at home, so that I always have one. And I mean, when we drove to Dallas, I used it the whole time. I use it in my bed, I use it on my couch, I use it everywhere.
All right. And Rhonda Powers was asking, what fabric did Kimberly use for Penelope?
14 count black, chalkboard black. No, wait. Oh, sorry. Aqua dyed effect fabric flare. 14 count. And then the one that we recommended for Priscilla is smoky blue.
Okay. And then also, if you guys are looking for more free PDF patterns and such, if you follow us on Instagram, we have a bunch in our highlights on our Instagram, if you want to go check there.
And I just wanted to let everybody know that Lori Holt and I are going to do a class at Garden of Quilts. It is in September in Utah, and there's a link below if you want to sign up for the class. I think there's only 30 or 35 people in the class, so once it's full, it's full. It's going to be a surprise cross stitch that Lori's going to design, and you're going to get that chart first, and then we will release it as a regular pattern like a couple months after. So it's kind of one of those like you get it first things. And I wanted to announce for all of Lori Holt's cross stitch patterns, we have something new that we're doing. We are offering them as PDFs 6 months after the original release date. So we just put those online. Some will never be PDFs, like stitch cards. Some things won't be PDFs just because we print those at a printer, and we just can't. But we have all of the ones available as PDFs, so that for all of our international customers, and the policy is going to be 6 months after. Woo-hoo. So that's super, super, super exciting.
Confetti cannon for that.
Yay! Yay. And then we would love for you to follow us, like us, subscribe. I would love for you to comment below and tell me kind of what you're stitching, how you're spending your time. I do read all of the comments every night, and I love to see them. It really gives me feedback on what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see, so you can see that I've kind of changed stuff up this week based on some feedback I got. Our Instagram is FQSXStitch. Our Facebook is FQSXStitch. This is obviously our YouTube. We would love for you to like this video, subscribe, and I also have Kimberly Stitch Squad on Facebook. So you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.